know, I was sitting here just thinking about some of the influences from Spain to our town here in San Antonio, and I started thinking about just like the guitar, some of the instruments, some of the dances that come from Spain. As I was growing up, I remember seeing and visiting the governor's palace in downtown, and I was fascinated by the fact that Spain was one of the Six Flags of Texas. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And I would always hear this idea of the Six Flags of Texas in Spain, New Spain, governor's palace, the missions. So I thought we should take a look at that and study a little bit more about Spain, since it's part of our city heritage. Hey boys and girls, and welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to learn about the architectural influence from Spain to here in San Antonio. So we're going to stay right here in San Antonio, and we're going to visit a mission. Now, as you know, there's 5 missions here in San Antonio. They go from Mission Espada to Mission Alamo. And we are at the second to last mission at, I'm not going to say it just yet. I'll let you know when we get there. But we're going to see some architectural influences, and we're going to talk about the influence from Spain to San Antonio. Boys and girls, here we are at Mission Concepcion. It's one of 5 missions here on the Mission Trail. This is actually a World Heritage Site. So people from all over the world come to these 5 missions and take pictures and get to experience the influence of Spain to here in San Antonio. As you can see, there's a lot of architectural influence with the arches, the stone, the gateway, the doorway. So we're going to take a closer look at that. But ladies and gentlemen, Mission Concepcion. Architecture actually means art in buildings. I would study this, and I was looking at this last night, and architecture really is started when people started to move from caves to buildings outside the caves. But as it got developed, as you can see with the pyramids in Egypt and buildings all across the world, they started to put some design into it, some art into it. So what Spain did is they brought in, like I said before, the stone and the soil, but they started to do the arches. Here you can see an arch in the doorway with the wooden door. Now this arch is not as defined as some others will see, but it is a starting point for an arch, and you can see some old designs and some pictures up here on the building. But just take a look, and we're going to take a little more samples of some Moorish designs. Here with the windows, you're starting to build an arch with the windows, a kind of Moorish arch. Remember, Moorish means horseshoe. And if you look at the top at the bell tower, that's where you begin to see the arch defined significantly with the true arch at the top. So these are some of the architectural influences from Spain here in San Antonio. You see at the top, they designed this to have a Castilian look, from the Castilian influences of Spain. And again, you see the rocky soil. You can literally see the soil and mixing with the rock there on the formation of the wall. But yeah, this is another example of Spain influence. As you look at the map and you follow the trajectory of the missions from Espada to the Alamo, you'll notice that the missions are built along the San Antonio River. The reason being is that because they had to take the water to mix with the soil to kind of make the clay to build these buildings. As you can see closely here, you see a lot of soil and rock and mixed in together. Obviously they needed the river. Now where's the river here at Mission Concepcion? It's not too far. It's about maybe a couple yards away up there towards the north in the grassy field. But they would take the water and the soil and they would bring it over here. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you how they got the water over here, because I just remembered that the water actually came here. You want to check it out? Let's go check it out. stop here and show you the well, the water well that they would get the water from to build the soil and mix in the soil and the rocks together to build this mission behind us. So here's the well for the Mission Concepcion. Hey boys and girls, I have another example for you for a Moorish arch. This is at the side of the building. It's a really beautiful example of Moorish arches, both here as a doorway, but also as a top. Now it's probably weathered throughout the years, but you can see how they started to do that Moorish arch up at the top. And you could see the soil and the rock mixed in to build the walls here at the compound. But I love this beautiful example of the Moorish arch and how it looks like a horseshoe at the top, and it's like a beautiful doorway. I'm sure you've seen this type of doorway in many parts of your city. So what I want you to do is I want you to take that form, and we're going to go to your backyard, and we're going to take the natural resources that are in your backyard using water and all the materials that are there provided in your lesson, also in the video and also in the form. And you're going to take rocks and soil and you're going to make a clay. And with that clay, you're going to design your own. You're going to be your own architect, and you're going to design your own Spanish-influenced either doorway or mission. You get to choose. So have fun with it. Make sure you could take some pictures and send it to your teacher so your teacher can send it to us so we can take a look at it and just have fun with it. So in the material that we sent to you, you'll see some resources that you could use. The World Heritage Office provided us some audio tours, and they provided us their site, some other kids' activities, 360 tour of the Governor's Palace that I want you to check out. So I hope that you can check out at least 2 or 3 of those audio tours, and you're going to actually go to one of the 5 missions, because it's really cool. We've also provided some pictures of different Moorish design doorways and other Spanish influences, architecturally speaking, here in San Antonio, using homes or other buildings like the Tobin Center. That's a Spanish design, the Arneson River Theater. So I want you to check that out too. And I want you to just check out all the resources that we provided and see if you could see and start seeing for yourself as you walk around and drive around San Antonio some of the Spanish influences here in our great city of San Antonio, Texas. Time here with this lesson. It was great to see the influence of Spain, to hear our great time in San Antonio, Texas. Are you ready to check out the next lesson? We'll see you over there.